Hello and welcome. My name is Elisa Di Napoli, and I am a holistic clinical hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, coach, and author. And today I want to talk about how to be productive when working from home. So, I've been working from home for a long time now and using my time for admin and such things, but also now for sessions. And it can be a great thing to be able to work from home, or maybe you don't want to be working from home, but you have to in this time. And so, I want to give you 5 tips that are going to help you to increase your productivity and make it fun so that you're at least you're not driving yourself crazy. So, first of all, the most important thing I would say is to have a dedicated workspace. So this means that you have a space where you are working and you're not doing other things. You're not eating your dinner, you're not, playing with your kids or doing anything else. You're just working in that space. And if you have a room, well, that'd be amazing. But if you don't have a room for that, it is enough to have a desk in a corner of a room that is just for you to work from. And ideally, if you have to do creative work as well as mundane work, ideally it would be great if you could have 2 separate spaces. That's not always possible, but at least make sure that you treat your workspace as sacred, so you're not doing anything else there. The second thing I would suggest is that you use what are called digital handcuffs, which basically are a way to avoid being distracted by YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Netflix, I don't know, anything that we tend to get drawn into. And there's 3 Chrome extensions that you can use. The 2 of them are pretty easygoing. The third one is the for someone who really wants to take this seriously. So if, for example, you still need to use social media, but you want to restrict your use of social media, then the Chrome extension to use is called Newsfeed Eradicator. So just search for Newsfeed Eradicator in the Google Chrome extension, or the Remove YouTube Recommended Videos and more. And so that's going to help you to just focus more, because you're not going to be drawn in by recommended videos and all of that, but you can still use YouTube. And if you want to be super full on about this, not for the faint-hearted, then something you can do is use something called self-control. And self-control is basically allows you to choose which websites you want to block for a specific amount of time, so you don't get distracted. So say that, for example, you want to work for a 4-hour stretch and you don't want to go on Facebook, you don't want to go on Twitter, you don't want to be disturbed at all, then you can set a timer for those 4 hours, and you will list the website that you don't want access to. And then that's it. Once you've set it, even if you change your mind, you switch on the computer on or off, that's it. You're not going to be able to access those websites. So make sure that you don't need any particular website that you've blocked. Okay, the third tip is to take actual breaks, meaning it can be very tempting to think, oh, well, I've been working, for a couple of hours, and I'll just watch a Netflix video, or I'll go on Facebook. But the problem with that is that you're still very much engaged on a screen, you see, and so it's much better to instead actually move away from screens and really relax. And this can be done, by moving your body. You could do, a little 5-minute dance, or you could do, some yoga, or you could just walk around, around the house. But the important thing is that you really switch off for those 5 minutes completely and move away from the screen. And that's also going to help your eyes. You know, believe me, I didn't do that for a long time. And now I have to wear glasses. So don't do that. One good way of doing this, make sure that you do take a break, is that you can use the Pomodoro method, which is basically just a timer. And if you set it up so that you've got 25 minutes work, then you take 5 minutes break. There's loads of productivity books that show you, they're proven that this is a much better way than, keeping working for ages and ages and ages. The fourth tip is that less is more. Less is more because, we may be tempted to think, if you go to the office, you work 8 hours a day, and then if you take the commute away, then, that really means that at home you could be working for 10 hours. But actually, it's much, much better to work for 4 to 6 hours and actually achieve the same results that you would if you were working at the office for 8 hours. And that's because at the office you've got, breaks that are a structure, a conversation that's built in your day, in the structure of the day. So you don't have that at home. So when you are at home, you're alone, and hopefully, you are laser focused on your work. So if you put in 4 to 6 hours laser focus on your work without distractions, it's basically equivalent to 8 hours in the office. So that can be a really good way of doing it. Don't do what I used to do, which was work all the time, take no breaks, and I got to the point last year that I was really close to burnout. You really don't want to do that. So give yourself just a laser focus 4 to 6 hours. And finally, maybe the most important tip is when you're done, you're done. Don't reply to messages after the end of the day. Don't check your email. Decide, this is the end of my work hour, and that's it. Again, I used to, this is a difficult thing to do at first, because you may be tempted to, answer that email and just reply to that call. But if you do that, you're never switching off, and you can get very, very stressed, and there's no real reason for that. One of the tricks that I have imposed on myself was to switch off all my notifications, decide that, I'm going to be checking email only once a day from 9 till 10. That's it. And then after that, that's email for the day, and I finish work at whatever, 4 o'clock, whatever it may be. That's it. No more answering work emails or anything like that. In fact, I don't even have the notifications of my email on the phone. I will only look at emails if I decide to in the allotted time. So having said that, the most important thing is to have a structure, have a routine, decide when you're going to start, decide when you're going to stop, decide when your breaks are, and make sure that you do the same things that you would do if you were to go to the office. So you have a routine in the morning, you have a shower and you dress. You don't just stay in your pajamas or anything like that. So I hope this has helped and make you more productive and more calm. And let me know what you think about it. All right, until next time, bye-bye.